shoes, chase W's, yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go set. 218. Number 53. Alert.
On first down, it's Watson. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on second and 10. Watson, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack.
Check 43.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This is set. Like 88. Check 55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on third down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hurry! Topper! Regular.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Matchbox lights. Run. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Man, I got you. Shoot. Pistol. Check. Hurry. Check. King.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Point it right. 41, takes 3. 218, chopper. Pistol. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, wahoo. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Set. 19. 19.
On first down, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
53 for Mike. 53. Check time.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time. Touchdown, Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Open man, the tight end falls. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Browns take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Up, up!
Check 41. I'm scared. Shoot! Shoot! Check 52.
Hurry! I got you!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Mayfield's pass.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
180! King!
Watch QB drop. Kill. Hey, turn it out. 25. Check 25.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard. A 6-yard pickup.
Hey, alert! Point it right. Alert! King!
No.
Hey, alert!
Check. Lucky.
Hey, alert 33!
Twist. Watch twist.
Check, hurry!
Alert 3. Say.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shot.
Pilot, 64, weak. Point it right.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
5.
41's the mic. Check.
I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side, try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Hurry. Under 10.
Regular. I got it.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Set. 180. Run.
Here we go. Switch.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Single.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
22 jet bomber.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hurry. Kill. Hey, seam 6. I got it.
Third and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey.
180.
Let's go, defense.
Alert.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert flare. Check.
Hurry.
A give. This is Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's coming.
Pistol.
Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Check nine.
Real. 80 weapon.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
41's the mark. Check 41. Army.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield, and he slings one that's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check 49. Check 49. Check nickel. Check 31. Check 31. Hurry.
And that'll set him back 5. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, alert 33. 41. Point it right. Strip that ball. Check 43. Kill. Alert. Regular. Check. Watch twist. Go. Hurry. Watch out.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, Cleveland.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Shit. Watch the safety crease. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, alert. Check 3. King. Hey, alert 33.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, switch gears. Hatchet.
Now Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Check 52. Hurry.
Check safety.
Run.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Check. Slam.
Check 37. Hurry.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Hurry.
You got motion man. You got motion man.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 31 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Miller. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Watson now to throw. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down. Mayfield to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill.
Hey, alert. 6-6, pull it high.
He's coming. Double up.
I got it.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Any day. Switch. Check.
Pistol. Greystone, travel. Alert.
41.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 41. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Run.
Bang.
Hurry. Done.
4th down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
General West. King. SOS. Hey, alert.
Joker.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
Good. 180.
Here we go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, on 133. Pistol. Hey, exit.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. You run. Alert flare. Check.
Hey, on 133. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Taywan Taylor. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
One time. Tie it right. Hey. Regular. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Hey, alert 33.
He's coming. Run. Slam. Whip.
We're hurrying.
Check 9. Tighten up.
My time.
Now Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Up.
Check 4.
Real.
Switch. Watch quick.
Hurry.
Check your hot read.
My time.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.